Hi, it's Wendy, and today's quick tip is all about the advantages and disadvantages of face-to-face communication. Now, I'm a little bit old school, so of course I do prefer that face-to-face communication. There is a place and a time, of course, for emails, for phone calls, for video conferencing, and for instant messaging. But there is also a place, and we should definitely not forget how important it is to have face-to-face communication, that interpersonal communication. So the advantages, obviously, it is ideal for building relationships, for building trust with your colleagues, with your clients, with management. It is the ideal tool for that. Why is it ideal? Because in fact it conveys much more than the actual message itself, the content of the message. It conveys also your tone, your attitude, the sense of what you're trying to say, the nuances. You can incorporate body language, which accounts for more than 70% of our communicating. You get those visual cues, those facial expressions, physical gestures. It does also allow for some immediate feedback as well. Instantaneously, you will get a sense, you will get feedback from the other person that you're communicating with, and which can obviously help in problem solving, working together, negotiating, conflict resolution, all of that sort of thing. Like any other form of communication, there are some disadvantages. It's not ideal, it's not always appropriate. So for a start, it can be time consuming and it can be very costly. You can't always be in the same place at the same time as somebody else, so it's not always convenient, accessible to have that face-to-face communication. For some people, it is socially uncomfortable. I don't mind having that face-to-face communication, but there are some people who do feel quite uncomfortable. Sometimes it also could be a generational thing as well too, and we'll talk about the different tools of communication that different generations prefer to use. So weigh it up the next time you decide, how am I going to communicate this message to somebody? Is it going to be face-to-face? Is that the ideal way? Or is another form of communication better still?